everybody, Maciej from Quality Hard Rock, and today we have a really special guest from Canada. Let you introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi, my name is Jason.
Hi, I'm Chris.
I'm Ian. Nice to meet you.
Thanks. And three of you are Cauldron. Yep.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, once again, why not?
I want to get another handshake in there.
Okay, so first of all, thanks for coming. And how was the trip and previous shows on your new tour?
Well, there were 5 previous shows, and they were all.
Are you really
Pretty
sure
good.
about?
I think we've
No,
played.
it's 5.
No, there's 5.
It's
We
5.
did the math.
He thought there were 7, but
Yeah. I'm playing shows in my head.
5 shows,
there
and
were
they were all
5.
good so far.
Yeah, good shows. And the drive here was extremely.
It was long.
It's just a long drive.
Yeah.
Because
And
cold
previously
and
you
rainy.
played in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Where exactly?
Leipzig.
Leipzig. Oh, so that's quite far from.
Yeah,
Warsaw.
it's a 7-hour drive, but with traffic, I feel like it was longer.
About 9 or so.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough drive. Yeah. So we were sleeping,
It actually
waking
ended up
up.
taking 10 hours.
Okay, it took 10 hours. Yeah. We were sleeping, waking up, looking around, going back to sleep, and repeating that.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we got some beers, and everything looked up.
And you're immediately awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were in Poland one time, several years ago. And how do you remember this show? It was on a festival, as I remember. And how do you remember this show and stay in Poland?
The first thing I remember was the roads were much worse. I remember trying to
that's
sleep
true.
on the bus and just shaking the whole time. Today the drive was very smooth.
I remember we shared a backstage room with Pestilence, who were very nice and fun to
Dude,
hang
that
out
was on the Suicidal Angels tour on that bus, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I was there as well, yeah.
Yeah, he was there too.
That was with Vader and Mayhem. And
Yeah,
shit like
Deicide.
We were with Death
Yeah.
Angel.
that. Yeah, that was Death Angel.
Death
It was
That's right,
kind
yeah.
of death metal festival.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
Death Angel was scared.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
funny.
So
They're a lot
that-
heavier than us.
Yeah, but he said hi to Glenn Benton twice and was
and
like
just
snubbed.
stared with the upside down cross. Like,
Yeah.
I will kill you. No, but I remember playing. We had to play on the back line of Virgin Snatch was their name, and there was triggers on the kick drums, but the triggers were just going off randomly. So you'd have Chained Up in Chains being played like. Yeah, it was crazy. The Virgin Snatch was awesome.
I don't recall watching them, but
So we are speaking of a Polish festival, and do you know any Polish bands? No, not only those really popular, but overall.
overall,
Overall Polish.
Citro from here?
I think they're Czech.
Citro.
Yeah, I mean, I know Vader, but I know they're very popular. So.
So I think
And
I will
Behemoth are from here.
yeah,
Oh, Behemoth, yeah.
Yeah.
and decapitated when it comes to those much more popular ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they,
so
they had some bad luck in the past year, didn't they?
yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So if you don't know that much Polish music, I will test you later.
Sure.
You're gonna test us on something we don't know.
If you don't know, you'll test us. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It will
That's
be
an automatic F, I think.
Okay, so next question. What's your favorite thing about Poland and Polish people?
Well,
By far.
I've never really had too many experiences with Polish people. They're obviously very kind. He was saying earlier that they're very courteous drivers.
Yeah, I was driving today, helping out our driver Jamie, and no, very courteous drivers because they're blasting at like 140 kilometers an hour. We're used to maybe 120 tops, but yeah, they would let me go in and pass trucks and stuff like that, so it wouldn't be the same in Canada.
With a really angry face, yeah?
Yeah, probably, but at least I got out of their way and they could keep going, so they're cool. But I remember Krakow. I played there in the past, and beautiful architecture. I really like that.
Nice. You released your newest album, New God, several weeks ago. I wouldn't ask about reviews overall, but do you already have some weird interviews, pretty remembering weird interviews that stuck in your mind?
Well,
Some of the radio interviews we did were terrible. other than that, they were all pretty.
Yeah, we did a lot of interviews where people like didn't. It was like generic questions about the band that.
Yeah, what
you know,
are your
they're-
inspirations?
You're forced to do a lot of interviews
Yeah.
for radio stations in the States, and they seem very generic, like they don't know anything about the band. Those
Yeah,
ones,
it's like-
those ones are terrible.
Yo, this is Ricky. Okay, it's like, yo, we're live now. Okay, ready? Yo, this is Ricky from CCWX 97.8. Like, yo, tell me about the band. What's up with the band? It's just like lame.
Yeah, we are a
interviews.
three-piece band from
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah, it's like you obviously don't know. You've never heard of us, which is understandable by your voice, but yeah.
I thought you guys were a 4-piece. All right.
Anyway,
all right.
we did some stupid interviews like that.
And speaking of press reviews of your newest album, do you have any weird
Well,
reviews of them?
I don't read
Or
them.
the previous
I
one?
don't read them. I don't care.
Don't know what it is.
I've checked out a few. The ones I read, they seemed like they liked it. That's cool. Whatever.
Okay. And
Yeah, that's that.
Well, I think
They like it, okay.
the general feeling is that people like it,
Uh-huh.
so that's great.
And it's your favorite track for each of you of your newest album, and why?
Jeez, I don't know.
You know what? I can say from a listener's point of view, because I didn't play on the album, I really like Letting Go, especially when it drops into the heavy part. For me, when that riff comes in, it kind of brings that Cauldron feel.
Letting Go definitely seems like the most accessible song. I kind of like No Longer was my favorite for a while.
I like Save the Truth. So I think it's the fourth track.
Yeah. As time goes on, it changes. You know, you end up liking the song you're the least sick of.
Yeah. I have the same when it comes to listening to my favorite bands. Yeah.
Yeah.
The same with the least unknown album is obviously the best one. For example, after some time.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Okay. On your first album, Chain of the Change, not the EP but the album, you covered Black and Blue. And do you have any story connected with that? Why Black and Blue, Chains Around Heaven?
We just liked the song. Actually, you know, we left it up to our drummer, Steel Rider. We were doing 2 or 3 covers at the time, and we kind of let him decide because he was playing drums on the record. Which one do you want to do? And he picked it.
But that was a song we would listen to in the van a lot, like a pump up song, you know, pulling up to a gig, and you know. Whereas now we listen to Napalm Death stage banter tracks.
So the opposite side of metal.
Yeah,
We've
so-
always been back and forth.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
We're all across the board.
Yeah. So are you in glam metal?
Everything.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you know what? I think Cinderella Night Songs is a 10 out of 10 album. Love the album. And I also will listen to the extreme opposite and right afterwards. I don't care. I'll listen to Napalm Death and Cinderella.
That's nice because many more thrashy people hate glam metal and because it's not true.
Yeah, but that's
also.
what makes us different. Fuck. We still end up sounding like Cauldron anyway, so.
You released your newest album recently, but do you already have any ideas of new songs? Do you have any leftovers from the previous album?
No, we never have leftovers.
That's not true.
Well,
Last Request was originally left over from In Room.
okay. The last song on the new album, Last Request, was actually recorded for In Ruin, but it wasn't finished. It was just instrumental, and nothing really came of it. But other than that, I don't think we have a lot of like songs.
We
lying
definitely
around.
used everything we had for New Gods.
Yeah.
But
I do remember.
you always seem to have riffs, and I always have some if I look.
But I remember the period when we recorded Burning Fortune together. We did a demo shortly after, or it could have been before.
We were hammering out the music back then.
Yeah, just hammering out the music. So all the stuff on Tomorrow's Lost, I had demoed with these guys because they were just basically just riffs at that point that we had lingering around.
And last but not least, if you were dinosaurs, would you be a carnivore or herbivore? Why?
Well, he would be a herbivore.
Yeah, I'd be a herbivore because I'm vegan.
I feel like I would be a herbivore as well. Just they seem like more peaceful creatures. I don't want to be like, fuck, I gotta kill another giant creature.
You don't want arms really short like this.
Nobody wants to be like,
yeah.
I would be a brontosaurus. Yeah, definitely, without question.
I have no dietary restrictions, but I probably wouldn't enjoy killing something, so probably a herbivore.
So sorry, guys. Okay, so you said that you're not into Polish music, to Polish metal.
Well, I didn't say we're not into it. We just are not really educated because it's.
I probably own some Polish band records that I don't even know they're Polish. So
I will play you several bands.
Okay.
And you have to decide whether it's a Polish band or not.
Oh wow.
That would be a little bit newer stuff and some older stuff.
Okay.
Well, let's see.
Never heard it.
Okay, this sounds like some kind of like love-hate, like late 80s, early 90s sort of hair metal.
I don't know. To me, this sounds like some like new age rock kind of stuff. I would say they're Swedish.
They're actually Polish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is a Polish band Radio Slam. One guy played previously on the band The Tubes. They were from Belarus.
Okay.
And they are like grungy, stonery,
Yeah.
kind of.
It sounds of that era. Yeah. No, they're definitely Polish.
Because of the accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are Polish band. They would have been playing with you today. They used to be playing with you, but unfortunately, vocalist didn't manage to be here in Warsaw today.
Okay.
That's band Aquila, and they're pretty young. They are even younger than me, and they are hugely known in Poland.
Really? Okay.
When it comes to underground scene.
All right.
Sounds pretty German.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they're not Polish. Or maybe they are Polish. I don't know.
That would be great. That they would be Polish, but that's the German band, The New Bonfire.
Okay.
Oh, that's the new Bonfire.
Yeah, that's the new
I
Bonfire.
got one.
It's really heavy.
Yeah.
And the new albums with Alex Stahl are worth recommending.
Right.
I've seen them a year ago in Zgierz in Poland, and they rocked off.
Okay.
Sounds pretty German.
I'm gonna say they're not Polish. Although that riff sounds very Polish. Yeah, I'm saying Polish now.
I'm gonna say it's a member from Finland, one from Germany, one from.
Sounds familiar to me.
Yeah?
The vocalist.
Well, it's a Polish band, Crystal Viper,
Oh, okay.
with Marta Gabriel on vocals.
Right.
I think one of them is from Finland. I'm not sure really. In the newest lineup.
He could tell that the bass player was from Finland. You could
Yeah,
tell.
so you can just tell the way
That was
they
very
pluck.
Finnish bass playing.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
It sounds Hungarian to me.
Oh, I know who this is.
Do you know the band?
I know this band.
Where they
It's
from?
a band that has two of the same album covers. They're on that friggin' video with Venom there. Oh,
With who?
Second Attack is the second album.
Oh, Crossfire?
Crossfire.
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
Crossfire,
yeah.
and the track Second Attack.
Where are
so
they from?
you're 100%.
We
They're
never
from
said where they
Belgium.
were from.
Yeah, they're from Belgium.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
own that record. Obviously, I don't listen to it.
I stole mine. I sold mine to stay in class.
And I
So now
sold it.
you own it.
No, I already had one. I probably sold it too, actually. Well, this is Enforcer, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
Really? No. Oh, Into the Fire.
Okay, so it's the Polish band.
Okay. Yeah.
Headbanger from Szczecin, from the north of Poland. They released their album a year ago.
Okay.
And they are pretty classical, hard and heavy.
Yeah, it sounds very classic.
Isn't that band Cat from Poland?
Cat, yeah. Cat is also
I'm waiting for the cat, yeah.
Cat meow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so...
They're Polish for sure.
Polish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the band X Crazy from Silesia.
Axe Crazy,
X Crazy, yeah, they have this kind of covers.
Yeah. They like Jaguar.
And they played Trondheim Hay Festival this year
Okay.
in Germany. And they are quite known in Poland, heavy metals.
German. Totally German.
It's a lot of wah-wah.
Yeah, this is some like Ed Guy kind of stuff.
Yeah, this is the 6 degrees of Ed guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
It's a band Ammunition from Sweden, Denmark,
Oh, okay.
with Agustin Nilsson and the members of Eclipse.
Okay.
It's a quite fresh band. They just released their second album.
Oh, you're really up on your shit.
Yeah, it's just listening to the voice, man.
Too many bands, man.
The last one.
Polish.
They're not Polish. They're really not.
Finnish.
They are Polish.
Oh.
I know my shit.
It's a band called Les Dress. They used to be one of the most popular glam metal bands in Poland in the 80s and the 90s.
Okay.
They are partially, let's say, Polish because their leader Paweł Nowakowski used to live in the United States for a while, and he came back to Poland in the 80s and they formed a Ferrum, which transformed into Les Dress. They released 2 albums in the 90s, which were more glammy, and they came back about in 2007 and they released already 2 albums more hard rock, in more classical hard rock way.
Okay, cool.
So
You're an encyclopedia.
yeah, kinda.
That's cool.
You're not that bad in recognizing bands.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of bands, in my opinion, are starting to sound the same. But when it comes to nationality, I mean, that's what I mean. It's hard to tell.
Okay, so thank you very much for an interview. Hope you like the shows in Poland because now you're playing in Warsaw and tomorrow you're playing in Łódź.
Yeah.
Have fun, enjoy the shows.
Cool.
Thank you very much for.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for watching.
brother.
And
Hey, thanks, man.
see you in the next episode. And see those guys on tour.
And
They rock.
drink Donner.
Yeah.
Product placement.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why?
I'll film myself puking this up tomorrow at a truck stop and send it as part 2 of the ad.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. See ya.